Guys, I share Rachel Legends. Welcome to the video. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you're going through something and you need them out there today. Today, we have a quick shard opening video. I swear, I am close to mercy because I feel like I've gone on the most epic drought of all time here on the summoning videos in the channel. I actually have skipped the last, I think, 3 events, so it's been about a month here since our last shard opening video, but we're gonna help the clan here in Clan vs. Clan and maybe get our hands on this amazing beast of a champion who I've been wanting since he was released in the game. I think he's certainly a top 10 damage dealer, I think, in the arena. Arnorn of The Shining, or The Shining, excuse me. Speaking of The Shining, well, not speaking of The Shining, but it's a good book. But I just started The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with the series. It is book 1 of the Stormlight Archive, and I am loving it so far. Let me know. I was thinking about releasing a top 10 books of all time that I've read of all time. Between audiobooks, especially in my previous life, my previous career, I listened to audiobooks for like 10 hours a day. Last little side note here before we get started is, I got a comment. I wish I had screenshot it, but somebody was like, dude, I teach scuba diving in Hawaii and I watch all your videos from the boat every day, man. So it got me thinking, like, where do you guys watch me from? Any weird, bizarre locations out there, or non-weird? I don't know. Where do you guys watch your raid content? Anyway, charity of the day is going to be from Jima 1971, or Jima. Come to beautiful Mississippi for some lovely heat and humidity. I've got enough of that over here, man. Thanks for all you do, Ash. On your next poll video, could you consider donating to Doctors Without Borders? They're one of the few charities that I give to monthly. Great people doing great job for the underprivileged all around the world. I think it's a great foundation, or a great organization. Doctors Without Borders will go ahead and make a $100 donation for every legendary, hopefully one right here, that we're lucky enough to summon in today's video. This is not a 2x event. It's just a progressive chance. I would not recommend you guys summon on these at home. I'm doing it for the content, damn it. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get started. Let's get started. I paid the just insane price of, what is it, 20 million silver to expand my champion storage a little bit. Man, that's insane. That is insane. But it's also how lazy I am, and when it comes to, I had farmed a lot of event dungeon in overnight, so whatever, I splurged. I probably shouldn't have, though, because you know what's going to happen, right? In one day, I'm going to be trying to mule my gear around for Chimera or Hydra or whatever the heck, Faction Wars right now, and I'm going to be broke. Again, I'm already at 7 million. Anyway, a bunch of rares here. Some of the best, though, Cold Heart, Whisper, and Reliquary Tender. You know, an epic I snuck in there, too. Fellhound, still my favorite campaign farmer, I guess, if you're farming, especially brutal, right? Go to Nightmare, probably can use a little bit more firepower. All right, here we go. We've got a bunch of nothing here. Doom Screech, certainly the best turn meter increaser out of any rare in the game, with a 30% turn meter increase on his A2 ability. Warning Screech, along with an increased defense, big version, one of only 2 rares in the game that has that, right? He and Marked, of course. All right. Here we go. Tree Shield, not my favorite rare reviver. That's a 2 revive. He's got an increased defense, weak version. He's got a heal. He's got a triple hitter on his A1. A lot to like about Tree Shield. Not Dilgo, not bad. He's got the big game hunter ability, the decreased defense, albeit on a 4-turn cooldown, big version though. Branch Arm Lacer I like as well. He's got the AoE ×2 with the decreased attack on the AoE, 75% clip on a 3-turn cooldown with a triple hitter on his A1. I like this guy. He also has a strengthen and a provoke, albeit on 1 enemy. So not the best rare in the game, but not that bad either. I'll try to point out some rares too that helped me through Faction Wars hard mode. I've fallen in love with a lot of champions. I'll be real. I've been somewhat critical of the game mode at times. Faction Wars Hard 2.0. Hard 0.0 is more apropos though, more accurate. But I will say that it has made me, I don't want to say all the champions because I'm going to release a video on an epic, a void epic. Maybe we'll pull him here. If I do, I'll give him a shout out. But man, he's way better than I thought he was. Way better. So maybe in tomorrow's video, we'll do that video. That spotlight, rather. Painkeeper, Scrapper, Daywalker, Ox. We've got Seducer, Abs of Steel, Ashwalker, not Abs of Steel, Harrispex, Mediocre Rare Reviver, and Selenian Nightcloak, the best rare HP burner, or maybe kind of tied. Anyway, none of them I don't think are super worth talking about. Let's move it on. And I was totally lying to myself. I was fooling myself thinking I was close to... Oh, there it is! There it is! And I was totally lying to myself. I was fooling myself thinking I was close to... I actually got him! I actually got him! I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe it! My bad luck streak has ended. 33,000 points to the clan versus clan. Welcome to the team, Arnorn Verschaden! All right. Just trying to hype you up a little bit. Just trying to hype you up. I love this dude. I can't wait to build this monster. I was right about Mercy. It just took a little bit longer than I expected. He's got a damage increase for each buff. The cool thing about this dude is he's an attack-based nuker, especially speaking of the arena here, that just gets better and better and better and deals more and more damage based on the number of buffs on the enemy team. So he's a great attack-based nuker in this meta because the more buffs, the merrier for Arnorn the Shining. He's got a lot of cool things going on. He has that stun, 50% clip when booked at his A1 on his A1. Glimmer Force, his A2, can be booked down to a 3-turn cooldown, attacks one enemy 2 times. Damage inflicted by this skill increases by 10% for each 10% HP this champion has lost. More on that when we get to his passive. And the target's under 2 or more buffs will also ignore 35% of the target's defense. Again, more buffs, the merrier for Arnorn. Extra turn if you kill an enemy. On his Wrath of Rothgleim, it is a 4-turn cooldown, attacks all enemies, ignoring strengthen, increased defense, and all shield buffs. If this attack kills at least one enemy, decrease the turn meters of all enemies by 50%, cannot be resisted. Now, his A2 and his A3 hit very hard, but not as hard as some of the most uber best attack-based damage dealers in the game. What makes him so special is, again, the extra buff potential, how good he is against buffs, teams with buffs, that is, and his passive, right? Golden King increases champion's attack by 5% for each active buff on the entire enemy team. Stacks up to 100%. So a major attack escalator, all predicated on the buffs on the enemy squad. Prevents this champion's death after a fatal hit, keeps him alive with 1 HP, puts a stone skin on him for 1 turn, also can remove necrosis, stacks that stone skin from Embries, then instantly activates the A3 ability, not putting it on cooldown. Man, oh man, I can't believe I actually got him. I couldn't believe my eyes for a second there, right? Couldn't believe my eyes. There it is, 20 mil, or 720 gems. I'll make room. Be right back. All right, guys, I thought to myself, I'm not going to open up 19 more at this point of voids, but I will open the 30 of the ancients that I have saved here. 30 for Armons. Why? Because I want an empowered Armons, obviously. So rapid fire here before the end of the video. Who knows? Maybe we'll get an Armons too. I'm getting greedy now. Achak the Wenderin, Diabolist. Okay. All right. Let's move on. All right. Here we go. We get Pounder, Spikehead, Muckstalker, Gator, Avir the Alchmage, Ingrid Twiststaff, who I really like, and Meat Cleaver Talog. All right, come on. One more for the road. This is it. Lamabur, Ordinator, Prosecutor, Tormentor. Lamabur number 2, Grave Chill, Skink, and Steel Bowyer. All right, the forgotten enemy max HP champion, who's not that good, to be fair. All right, guys, listen, I promised you a short and sweet video. You've got it. Here is the $100 donation to Doctors Without Borders on the screen right now. Thank you guys for watching till the end of the video. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.